This is Charlie Wolf Gaming. Welcome everybody. This is Thursday night, 21st of January, and this is our first PS4 stream of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. This is your host Charlie Wolf, joined by none other than the Picasso, the Leonardo da Vinci of the FGC, Mr. Brian. Look, Brian, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thanks, dude. Yeah, it always feels like it's been so long since we last streamed. So I'm always super excited to be here, man. And this is a bit of a special one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a special one. The community at large last year were calling for a return to the Salt series, which we basically listened to and said, you want it, you got it. But before we get there, Kano decided, you know what, let's first put another shrimp on the barbie and first get something lightly seasoned before the real levels of salt start to appear. So guys, this is the calm before the salt series, lightly seasoned, and what we've got for you tonight is 6, yes you heard correctly, 6 quick fire first to 3 showdowns between 12 of the most fiercest, saltiest competitors.
So salty, all of them. Every single one of them.
At this point, guys, there's no salt developed yet, but you know what? That is the purpose of lightly seasoned. There might not be salt going into this particular event, but by the time the first 2 threes are done, we might have quite a lovely level of salt, just fitting for the introduction of the 2021 Charlie Wolf Gaming Salt Series 2.0.
Well, you say that there's no salt, but there's definitely been a lot of trash talk in the Charlie Wolf WhatsApp group. So there is a lot to play for here. I literally just told AK that I'm going to give him a good snot clap. So let's see what happens.
Any happenings in the chat before we get the games underway, Brian? Let's just have a look to see who's all in the chat already. Welcome to those of you who are here, to those of you who are not here just yet. I'm hoping that you are going to be here fairly soon.
We seem to have Carlisle Marshall in here twice under each of his personas. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Kevin Johnson, checkmate Bilal. Salt levels are rising. 9 of you guys in chat. We're still waiting for a few more. Guys, just to give you a taste in terms of what you can expect this evening. Like I said, we've got 6 high-profile matches. Starting off with Luna Panda Bear going up against Z the Janitor. Now, I don't think there's anything more that can be said about either of these two competitors. We know their strengths. They are absolutely 2 of the fiercest MK11 players. Both currently residing in South Africa. I believe Z the Janitor is actually from Zimbabwe. But Panda Bear, Cetrion Extraordinaire, Z the Janitor, we know him for his Geras, we know him for his Fusion, and he plays a host of other characters as well. So that's going to start off the evening, followed by Meineke going up against Dominic J5000. Dominic J5000 actually on a rich frame of form on stream of late, if I'm not mistaken, Brian.
Yeah, he did very, very well in a COF the other day, which you actually ended up taking in a comeback for the ages. But before you did that, Dominic J5000 was absolutely bodying everybody in that COF. So I do believe that he also won on Titans of Africa very recently as well. So like you say, he's definitely experiencing a rich vein of form at the moment, which is very, very cool. And you mentioned the match between Luna Panda Bear and Z the Janitor. I think that is such an exciting one to get us started out. I mean, Panda Bear is somebody who just gets better and better every time he plays, and we all know what Z's capable of.
For sure.
And then why don't you take us through the rest of it?
Well, Timeless Dawn going up against Valve Overkill. That game, unfortunately, due to electricity issues on Valve Overkill's part, he's unable to compete. So Timeless Dawn is actually going to be going up against Rising Nachi, the winner of the FGC Africa Volume 29 tournament, which happened on Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. And he showed a fearsome noob in that tournament to eventually beat Mr. Mako Smile in the final, which is no mean feat. We all know what Mr. Mako Smile is capable of.
Absolutely. I think that you know, with Checkmate being in the lobby right now, I actually think what happened was that Rising Nachi actually went to Checkmate's YouTube channel, studied the Noob Cybot guide, and then brought that gameplay to Monday Night's Combat Africa. That's what I think happened.
Well, dude, I don't think that that's too far from the truth. I know that Rising Nachi is a good mate of Panda Bear. Panda Bear, as we know, is a good mate of Checkmates. So I think that you're onto something there, dude. I think there's a little trifecta going on there where they were exchanging information. But needless to say, Rising Nachi, great player. I've had the pleasure of playing him in Combat League, and we've chatted. So yeah, good dude. Very much looking forward to seeing him on stream for only the second time, dude. So yeah, that's going to be a cool one.
Then after that, we've got the Titans' very own AK Slay 333 going up against the Picasso of the FGC himself. You're going to be taking on AK Slay in match number 4, Brian. And tell me, how are you feeling about that one?
Dude, okay, I'm feeling fine. The problem is that AK Slay plays Collector, and nobody knows how to play against Collector because nobody plays Collector. But I did put a little bit of lab time in. I think I've worked out one or two things. Let's just see if I can actually bring them to the table in a match. AK Slay is a fierce competitor. That's going to be a very, very cool match. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, hopefully I can smack him around a bit.
Cool. Well, immediately after that match, we're going to have the Shoulder God himself, the 245th best Nightwolf out of Africa, going up against Black Kratos 957, aka LSG. Now, there's a little bit of salt here.
Well, there's definitely been some trash talk, that's for sure.
And these guys, in typical Charlie Wolf gaming fashion, are going to sort it out the best way the FGC knows how to sort out disputes. No, it's not by cussing people out. It's by having a one-on-one. First to 3, first to 5, first to 7, you name it. They're going to squash the beef tonight. Let's see who's going to have the final say. Who's going to be shaking the salt tonight.
Yeah, let the brutalities do the talking.
Absolutely. And then to close things out tonight, guys, needs no introduction. AI Killjoy 837 going up against Cortex 837. Killjoy plays the cost. Cortex, we know, with a very tough Kotal Khan, with a very, very, very tough Joker. And he does play a few other characters as well. So, as the second chosen one appears in chat, who's going to be appearing on stream a little bit later. Guys, I think we're ready to get this first match underway. We're just hitting quarter 2.
Yeah.
So will you do the honors and get the invites out so that we can get this match underway?
Let me do that. I'm not sure if I have Z the Janitor in my friends list. I definitely have Panda.
Okay, let me just see if I've got Z the Janitor. I should have him.
Is he called Z the Janitor in...
That's exactly how he's... I'm busy inviting him now, so...
Okay, great. I have sent Luna Panda Bear his invite. Let me just let the guys know in the Charlie Wolf WhatsApp group that the invites have been sent out.
Okay guys, lightly seasoned, the Calm Before the Salt series taking place tonight. We're about to get this first match underway. Luna Panda Bear going up against Z the Janitor. Remember guys, all the matches you're about to see tonight is a first to 3. So we should be breezing through these matches bar any connectivity issues fairly quickly.
Well, dude, we might not. They might all go to the last game.
If it goes to game 5, it goes to game 5.
If it goes to game 5, it goes to game 5. I think that we've seen a lot of that happening in Champions of the Realms. I don't know if you guys are watching that. It's been ridiculous lately, guys. Catch Champions of the Realms if you haven't. Guys, that is some high-level Mortal Kombat, some hype shit going on there.
Yengwe, Cortex 837, Gamer 1, who also appeared in Combat Africa on Monday.
Yeah, correct.
Cetrion, Scorpion, and I believe he played a few other characters as well. Cabal, if I'm not mistaken.
Dude, I was super impressed by Gamer 1's gameplay at Combat Africa. I think it was his first time on stream.
That is correct.
And you know, for a first showing on stream, that was highly impressive. Looking forward to seeing more of him. I see Patty the Polar Bear and Kevin in chat as well. How are you guys? Good to see you. We are currently waiting for Panda Bear and Z the Janitor to accept their invite and come into the cough. And we have Z the Janitor with us. Just waiting on Luna Panda Bear, and then we've got a match, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so while we're waiting for Luna Panda Bear to jump in here, what's your expectations for this night, for this particular match here, Brian?
Dude, it's so hard to say. Z the Janitor is an incredible Mortal Kombat player, and Panda Bear is just this guy who just gets better and better, but like exponentially better every time we see him on stream. So it's always difficult to say what's going to happen when Panda Bear's in a match. And Z the Janitor, as we know, probably one of the strongest players in our community. So, dude, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Panda takes it. But it's really anybody's game. That's just me speculating. What do you think?
Okay, well, before I share my thoughts, Panda is saying that he cannot join, so let me just try and invite him from my side.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Z pick. I think
Okay.
that Z is going to take it tonight, and I'll tell you why. We've seen Panda. We know what Panda can do, and I think if anything, Z is one of those guys that we just actually haven't seen much of lately, and I think he's going to spring a bit of a surprise tonight. So a bit of an unknown entity coming into this particular stream, having not seen him play for quite some time. We know he can play. We know he can play really well.
Yeah.
My money, if there were money going on it, it's going to have to be with Z tonight.
Okay, cool. So you're going with the unknown factor. Old Z has been somewhat quiet, so he's going to bring that little element of surprise. I'm very interested to see who Panda goes for in this match. We all know that he's Cetrion's husband, but he's also been playing. Yeah, he's also been playing a very, very mean Liu Kang lately. And he's also had a couple of others if you've been watching his streams lately. Speaking of, guys, Panda Bear has his own YouTube channel. Please go ahead and check that out. He's got some very, very cool content on there. But yeah, so let's see. Hey, X-Ray92 in chat. Mark the Shark, welcome, buddy. Good to see you, man. He says he's just here for the bags. Hopefully, we're going to see some bags. Because this is, as we say, the calm before the salt series. So hopefully, we're going to see some brutals, we're going to see some fatals, we're going to see some bags. Because that's what it's all about.
Hopefully before long we're going to see some Panda Bear appearing here in the Koth lobby. We have had a bit of difficulty getting him in, so let's just hope and pray that he's actually going to get in. He's busy accepting.
Yeah, I see that.
It's taken some time.
Yeah, guys, I don't know what it is, man.
PS4 things, huh? PS4 things.
PS4 things, dude. I can categorically state that we don't have this, issues to this extent on the PC. So, I don't know. Maybe the guys who are doing the development for PC can send the PS4 developers some notes. Sanazuki, welcome, buddy. J-Word Audio, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. 23 members of the Wolfpack in the chat. Guys, if you haven't already, close the chat for 2 seconds. Leave us a bit of a like or a dislike. But if you leave us a dislike, tell us why. If you leave us a like, we know why, bro. Because the content is so cool.
Okay. What I'm going to try to do is I'm actually going to exit the Koth, Blano. I'm going to send these two guys brand new invites and actually just try to get them in first.
Okay.
Once the match is then underway, I will be sharing my screen with you in the meantime.
Fantastic.
And then hopefully get an invite sent to you for you to then just follow in with the following match.
Cool, no problem.
So if you can just let Z know that I'm going to be exiting the Koth, I'm going to be sending out new invitations fairly soon.
Yeah, no problem.
And we're going to try to get these guys in.
No problem at all.
Sanazuki in chat, welcome. Sanazuki from the Steam community. I see Wade Beaton in chat as well. Welcome. First time I see you here. Skumbuzo Georgie 357. Ermac voice, we are here.
Ermac, man, where is Ermac? Where is the Ermac? Okay, so I am going to hop over to Discord. If you could share your screen with me as soon as you get a moment.
I will do that. Let me just get these guys in here.
I tell you what, maybe we can put this up for discussion, not that it's anything that anybody really wants to talk about, but Combat League has always been toxic, dude, but I think we've reached new levels of toxicity based on certain characters that have benefited from updates, and also certain characters that just frankly are ruining the game, and I think that everybody knows who I'm talking about.
Me, I definitely do Robocop. No, I'm kidding, guys. It's all about Shiva, if I'm not mistaken, Blano.
Dude, hot topic, Shiva. You either love her or you hate her, but you only love her if you play her. If you play against her, you hate her. In fact, we saw some controversy at an official tournament not so long ago. I don't know if this is a safe space to be discussing it, but yeah, guys, in the chat, tell us what you think about Shiva. How many are you coming up against in Combat League? I've got to admit, I am coming up against a lot. How are you dealing with it? Are you just quitting the match? Are you double dashing and punishing that stomp? How's it going? Gamer 1 has said it all. So yeah, controversial topic at the moment.
I think what's more controversial is
Is it?
the fact that okay, before we get back there, we've got the match, guys.
Oh yeah.
Panda Bear versus Z the Janitor, match number 1, lightly seasoned, the calm before the Salt series. It's about to go down. Lino, as soon as this match takes place, I will then resend you an invitation, but for now, you will see my screen.
Thank you, sir. That is more than good enough at this point. Alright guys, Z the Janitor versus Panda Bear.
5 seconds for, they're letting us wait, they're letting the timer run down. There's no starting matches, but it's about to start right now, guys. Lightly seasoned, match number 1. Luna Panda Bear going up against Z the Janitor.
Alright. Alrighty then, so we've got a Fujin and a Cetrion, which I don't think is a surprise to anybody at this point. Good.
Okay, here we go.
I think your scores are still at 2-2 there.
Just sort that out now.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Sort that out now as Z the Janitor and Panda Bear swinging, trying to just establish some early momentum in this game. Nothing to talk about just yet. Z with a slight life lead so far. As Panda Bear trapped in the corner here, but nothing that Panda Bear is going to be overly concerned about, I don't think.
Well, I think that if anybody sort of has the range to kind of deal with Cetrion shenanigans, it's Fujin. And Fujin in the hands of Z the Janitor is probably going to know exactly what to do. There we go. Guy walks himself right out of the corner, puts himself at a decent distance between him and Cetrion, and then just moves in immediately. Fujin's movement off the charts.
Well, as you can see, Panda Bear's, or rather Z the Janitor's matchup knowledge, even though he went down in that first round, standing just out of the range of the amplified rock wall.
Yeah.
We just give him so much options. If Panda Bear does try to go for it and it whiffs, you know, his back one has such tremendous range, those Fujins. But you know, as we're talking about Fujin and Z the Janitor, Panda Bear kind of just taking a very early dominating stance in this match.
Yeah, kind of slowly worked his way into it and just sort of chipped away at Fujin's life. Nothing sort of major happening there, just using all of Cetrian's best sort of tools for a little bit of keep away, a little bit of damage here and there, and then all of a sudden you're dead. And he's doing it again.
I'm not sure if you can, without me having to invite you, Lino, if you can maybe just join the path through your friends list.
Let me see if I can do that.
Otherwise, I'm happy to continue sharing the screen until these guys are finished swinging at each other.
I think let's just share it for now.
Ooh, that could have been a fatal blow there. Z opting to not go for it. I'm not sure if he believed that was going to actually connect. But still, there's Panda Bear trapped in the corner. Does go for the fatal blow this time, and it's one round apiece.
Ah, that was clever play there. Clever play there by the Janitor.
Be calm for the storm.
Fujin saying there, the calm before the storm. This is the calm before the Salt series.
The calm before the Soul Series. Z the Janitor playing a variation called Wind Carries. Nice little play on words there. Bravo, sir. Well done.
Well, Panda's established a perfect position for him to just get his zoning game going. Z trying to make his way in. Panda just keeping away there with those deadly winds. Oh, this is going to crush. No, he just missed the counter there.
Did he miss the counter or did he just not activate the crush?
No, he just missed the counter. He missed the
Leak.
Oh, great presence of mind there by Z the Janitor. Making his way in, but still has a fair life deficit that he needs to work his way through.
Trying to pull Cetrion in, trying to close that gap. Cetrion very dangerous at full screen, as we all know. Game session is not available, unfortunately. Let me try again.
See, the Janitor can still take this. Still a bit of an uphill battle, but he's managed to get the life bars just about even now. But the amplified rock wall from Panda Bear closes out that first game. And what a start to the evening here, Blino.
Well, dude, that's about as close as they come. So, yeah, I don't think that that's very surprising at all. Both those guys going back and forth, both showing some awesome presence of mind, both of them. So, yeah, what a way to start, as you say. Unfortunately, I was not able to join. It said session unavailable. I'm starting to think I'm the issue.
No, I can't understand why that would be the case. I really can't.
No, me neither. I have the beastly internet. Z the Janitor sticking with Fujin. I don't think that's a surprise at all. Panda Bear obviously locked into Cetrion. I didn't actually see what moves Panda Bear had equipped. Ah, there we go. Okay, so remember he was playing Conflux of Elements not so long ago, but he's obviously sort of changed that since the allowing custom. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the typical variation 3 Cetrion player, but I think with customs being allowed, many people who do play with Cetrion are obviously going for the teleport, the earthquake, and of course, final move being the deadly winds.
The deadly winds. That's a wonderful tool for stay the hell away from me.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, this round has kind of gone by so quickly, and Z's down to 30%, so people say that Cetrion doesn't do much damage, but she gets little bits of damage very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's, you know, that happened in the first game as well. You know, we said, you know, nobody's really doing much, but then all of a sudden, Fuji's life bar was gone. So, yeah, like you say, you've really got to be wary. Cetrion will just very, very quickly melt your life bar in little bits and pieces. But as I say, that Z the Janitor has closed out round 1.
And looking very upset that Cetrion there, say, you know, get this wind guard out of the way here. He doesn't deserve to be part here of this Stockton barbecue that's taking place.
Yeah, those guys are also lightly seasoning their victims in the background there.
No, absolutely. And not so lightly either. We see a
No.
Stockton in the far background there.
Munching
seem to
away
be
on
having a great
somebody's thigh. But as they are doing that, they are missing a spectacular match here. See, the janitor is going ham on Luna Panda Bear, looking to take game 2 in this first to 3. They've put Panda Bear in fatal blow territory, but also very, very close to territory. One touch will do it.
Only a true master brand? Is it possible? Is it possible? This is Panda Bear we're talking about?
Dude,
This is
it's
Panda
always
Bear we're
possible.
talking about here.
It's always
This is
possible.
not going
Oh,
to
he
kill.
might have done it.
Not going to kill, but it's going to be very, very close.
Well, it's definitely going to put Fujin at full screen, which is exactly where Panda Bear would want him to be. And he can...
Fantastic
very
personal
clever.
mind there by Z the Janitor, and he levels it up at 1 game apiece.
1 game apiece. Awesome, awesome stuff there by Z the Janitor. Adapting nicely, coming back to win game 2 in this first to 3. And Sea Wolf, I am in the cough, dude.
Perfect. Okay, so if for some or other weird reason the Koth decides to disconnect, we then know that you've the issue.
Yeah.
So I'll leave my Discord on for now. Obviously you can watch the match through the Koth.
Yep.
1 game apiece. See the Janitor's Fusion going up against Luna Panda Bear's Cetrion. And you know what? Both of them agreeing they've had enough of the Tokotans. They were worried that their limbs were going to be barbecued, and they decided to rather go to car and chip.
This is also a very, very cool background. I've had my traditional favorite arenas, and this one has just like grown on me recently. I really dig it. It's cool.
It kind of reminds me a little bit, especially with the waves in the background there, it reminds me a bit of the Cove in MK11, which funny
that
enough
was
was
cool.
my favorite stage.
Yeah, that one was very cool. That ocean vibes.
Yeah, and that stage brutality or the stage fatality, whatever you want to call it. That is a fantastic
That
setup
is.
there from Z the Janitor, but he misses out on the wind kicks or whatever you call those things. Panda mixing it up nicely, but lands the back 1-1. Only 173 damage there coming from Fusion, so not the most damaging of combos, but still sitting with a bit of a life lead here.
Well, not generally the most damaging character either, but also is one of those characters that just takes little bits of your life rather quickly. So, a very interesting matchup here. In fact, this is such a cool matchup. I mean, I think that these two characters are actually perfectly suited to play each other. As I say that, Luna Panda Bear confirms into the fatal blow, and this will close out round 1 in this game 3.
Well, like our fellow FGC Africa admin guy says, you know, if you've got the chicken, spend the chicken, and that's exactly what Panda Bear did there. Cashed out on the fatal blow and has taken the first round in game number 3. So he's going to try and fight his way back. But again, Panda Bear's got that full screen distance where it's exactly where Cetrion wants to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you actually look. There's a time and a place to use a fatal blow, and that was it. Guys, don't be using your fatal blow in round 1 when your opponent has an 80% life lead. That's just silly. If you can close out a round, do it. I do know certain members of our community who will just throw out a fatal blow when you've still got 90% life and you just kind of laugh at them.
Yeah, and I think it's all part of the learning curve, and I think as they realize that, you know, more often than not, you're going to spend your fatal blow and not take the round. Ultimately, it's just a resource that has been wasted.
Exactly.
Speaking of resources wasted, Z the Janitor still has a few resources that he can call upon if he should feel the need to close out this round, and I think now would be the perfect time. But unfortunately, he has his toenails clipped.
Oh, there's a brutal. The
That's the first time I've seen that brutality.
Really? As a
This is the
Cetrion
very
player
first time I've
yourself?
seen that brutality.
Wow. Well, there you go. Maybe that was an unlock in a recent Combat League or something. But guys, we've just seen our first brutality of the evening, which is exactly what you want to see in the calm before the salt series. And he gets a 10 for the brutal.
Okay, so is he the janitor going to stick to the Fujian pick? Is he going to run to Geras? My money's on him just sticking to Fujian.
I think your health must be lower than 60%, Gamer 1. Oh, sorry, for the brutal. My bad. Thank you, sir. And now we know. Just because Seawolf never has his life bar below 40% when he plays Cetrion. That's why he's never seen that brutal before.
Good point. 2-1 to Luna Panda Bears. He, the janitor's going to have to fight his way back here if he's going to prove me correct. But this is potentially the final match for Panda Bear if he's able to close this one out.
Yeah, Panda Bear on set point. Match point.
Arsenal with a 245 damage combo. Back to just bring Cetrion closer, and now we see that bubble.
That bubble can be
on
so
block. I
tricky.
mean, you are so plus after that. You basically have the freedom to do anything you want to.
Yeah, it's a very, very useful move.
Oh, that's going to be a crash there, unfortunately, because he's the janitor. And the bear pushes him to the corner with the amplified rock wall.
Oh, Sky walking all the way over, and the throw. Cheers, Cetrion. Puts her at full screen. Trying to get her in, trying to suck her in. Nice little amplification there.
Not the most damaging, unfortunately, so he spent the bar meter and really just to get a little bit of damage away from Cetrion, but he has got the fatal blow territory right now, which is actually quite dangerous for Z the janitor.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if Cetrion can just sort of chip him away to the point where the fatal blow will do it. Lovely work there by Z the janitor. Sky walking in.
Not just yet. And there we go. The back two seals it. And Fujian takes that first round against Cetrion. Z the janitor not going down without the fight here, Brian. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if this goes all the way down to game number 5.
Neither would I. And I kind of hope it does. That's just the kind of gameplay I like to see. When you see a game going to game 5, that you know that you're watching two guys who are sort of equally skilled, and that's always more fun than watching a complete whitewash, in my opinion.
No, for sure.
Rock wall coming up.
Great
Use janitor.
There by Z the janitor, just getting himself out of the corner, using the back tool. Got that little weak bubble going out there.
Nice use of the teleport there by Panda Bear. Not falling for the Skywalker shenanigans.
Already been used.
Crush already been used in round 1.
Oh, it just lands the amplification. Ooh, and that wasn't a air rock. That would have been a decent 310 crushing blow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that is definitely a crushing blow that you do not want to get hit by. I actually thought that was an air one, just because it hit him while he was in the air, but deceiving. Panda Bear in Fatal Blow territory now, so is he, the janitor. Both these guys are going to have to be very, very careful. One confirmed could do it. Oh, he goes for it raw. And looks like he might pay for it, and he does.
Well, match point for Luna Panda Bear right now. Z the janitor going to have to just adjust his approach if he's going to get back into this match. But as things stand now, Panda Bear just needs to secure this one round to take match number 1. Oh, that's a wonderful setup there. And Z the janitor drops the combo on 254, so he's not going to be too perturbed with that.
No, 234, decent chunk of damage. Look, I think that one of the hardest things, especially while playing on stream, is closing a game out. So Z the janitor would like to take advantage of the pressure. It's all on Panda Bear at the moment.
Next to the back 2. Back 1, I beg your pardon.
Another tasty little 217, nothing to scoff at.
That's a trade that Z the janitor is more than happy to take in this situation.
Oh.
And
that'll do it.
Going to do it, and it's 2 games apiece.
2 games apiece, guys. No brutal, no fateful. Just hoping to see, just a bit of salty beef there.
Well,
But
it
this
is the
is-
calm. It
this
is the
is-
calm before the salt series. So
we are looking at lightly seasoned stuff here, guys. Lightly seasoned.
Skumbuza asking, is this a single elimination first to 3? No,
No.
it's just a first to 3 showdown. 6 1v1 matches, all a first to 3. If you are unsure of the matches, just have a look on the WhatsApp group, on Twitter, and even on the YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah.
Be informed what exactly the matches are that you can expect to see this evening.
Yeah, guys, 6 exhibition first to 3s. We have hand-picked Africa's finest to put on a show for you. I don't know if I count among those, but I'm there nonetheless. You'll see me as well.
Africa's finest, you said it. Match number 5, guys. Game number 5. Z the Janitor going up against Luna Panda Bear. Guys in chat right now, is it going to be Z or is it going to be P? Who do you think is going to take this? 2 games apiece. Start of game number 5. Z the Janitor. Put the Z in the chat. If you think Panda Bear is going to take it, put the P in the chat. And let's see who's going to be right to enter this game number 5. So far, looking good for Z the Janitor.
Are we looking at a change in variation from Panda, or is it just a skin?
No, I think it's just the color of the skin.
How do you do that?
You press the start button instead of the X button.
Cool. Totally gonna do that in my match. Just because.
ZP.
Z or
Jory
P?
in chat. Organ donor saying Z is going to take it. AK saying Z or P is going to take it. Yengwe
come on,
Yengwe
AK.
rooting for Panda Bear.
AK, you gotta
Georgie
commit.
rooting for Panda Bear.
You gotta commit, AK. You gotta commit. I think.
Oh, that
no.
was absolutely fantastic play there from Z the Janitor. Closes it out with the fatal blow. He finds himself on match point right now. Jaywood Audio saying it's all got to be Z. So far, so good for Z the Janitor. Panda Bear is going to have to fight his way back now. And or is Z the Janitor going to prove me or blind correct?
Come on, Panda, dude. I got money on you.
Oh, that's a punish. No punish.
No punish.
Panda Bear putting Z in the corner now.
Oh, he's gonna be in a world of trouble now. Cetrion, no slouch in the corner.
Well, it's either at the
Keep that
screen
pressure up
or
now.
in the corner. That's where Cetrion wants you.
Yep.
Panda Bear has done a fair bit of damage already.
Oh, you the Janitor getting all sorts of shenanigan styles going on here. Sky walking all over the jaw. Oh, tries the back one. Oh, he's managed to land that. Oh, he only gets a 135 for it. That's just more than a throw.
Great play from Z again. Panda Bear has Z in the corner this time. That's exactly where he wants, but he's going to skywalk his way out.
Oh,
Crushing
that's
blow, and this is
excellent
going
work
to be the
there.
game, surely.
This should be if he manages not to drop it, but he does.
Oh, he does drop it. No crushing blow on that throw.
One touch will do it for either of these guys. With an optimal. Z the Janitor, 2 bars of defensive reset. Don't know if it'll help him if he gets touched. Oh, he's lost both of them
And
now.
this might
Oh,
be a
this could be
problem.
it. This could be it.
Not just yet, Brian.
Oh.
Not just yet.
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh,
10
and that's
seconds left in the
fantastic
round. Oh,
play
my
from
word.
Brian. A wasted crushing blow, I think, at the end of the day, but he's not going to complain too much. Game number 5, round number 3, final round, final game. Which way is it going to go?
With the magic pixel of life, guys. This is what it's all about. Amazing stuff there by Luna Panda Bear. Clutches out the second round there, and now both these boys on match point, guys.
One thing that Panda Bear will be really happy about right now is that Z the Janitor has already used his fatal blow. Panda Bear's fatal blow is still very much in play here. So if he's going to get to 50% life, he still has that resource available to him.
And he's doing all the right Cetrion things at this point. Keeping Z at full screen. Z manages to get in now. Oh, this could hurt. 24.
Escape failed. There's a crushing blow attached to that.
Ow, jeez. And he's in fatal blow territory now.
Oh, and Z the Janitor closes
the
it off.
Janitor.
Are we going to see him flying the kite? Absolutely.
One
Like
of the
we said,
best
guys, this
friendships
is
in
the
the game.
calm for the Salt series. No Salt just yet. But Panda Bear, that's going to hurt Panda Bear.
Oh, I think it is going to hurt.
That's going to hurt Panda Bear. Hitbox 5000 saying this is epic. Absolutely.
Guys, I think Seawolf, that is probably a case of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. So, amazing match though. Both those guys played out of their boots there. My goodness.
Now that was absolutely fantastic and a great way to start off the evening's action. Hitbox 5000 in chat along with Jaywood Audio Cortex. One of the competitors tonight. If we can ask Z, the janitor, and Panda Bear to leave the Koth. Lano, 1-0 in favor of Seawolf.
Okay. I see how it is. Okay. Okay. Our next match, Maniki KB versus Dominic J 5000. But guys, for a first game on Lightly Seasoned, damn.
Absolutely fantastic.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, both those guys, such great players. Yeah, 1-0. One zip to you.
Okay, so we're gonna get the next guys in. You've got Dominic J 5000, Lino.
I do, yeah.
I'm gonna try and get Mikey in.
I'm gonna try and get Dom J. PlayStation super slow. There he is.
Okay, so how do I spell Meineke?
M-A-E-N-E.
Oh, okay, I've got it. He's here.
Cool.
I see him. The invitation has been sent. It's complete.
I have, yeah, that's right. I have sent DJ 5000 his as well.
DJ 5000. Dominic, like we said before the stream started, in a rich vein of form right now, performing really well on Titans, having taken a 1-7 over the only Yonko just recently, 7 games to 4, and also taking second place in the 1-10 Koth, also held on Titans.
Yeah, I think that Dominic J 5000 is somebody who's just relishing every opportunity that he gets on stream these days. I think he's getting a lot more comfortable with it to the point where he just wants to be on stream. So I think that always works in your favor when you can sort of just negate those stream nerves and just play your game the way you want to. So yeah, looking very, very strong these days, old Dominic J 5000. But Mr. Maniki KB, also a very, very strong competitor, also has a Johnny Cage. I wonder if he's going to mirror or what the story will be. Maniki KB is in the lobby. We are just waiting for DJ 5000.
Let's just check in the group to see if there's anything. He's busy joining now according to what has come through in the group. So if all goes well, we should be having our second match take place fairly soon, guys. Dominic J 5000 going up against Maniki KB. Let's just wait for him to enter the lobby and then we should be good to go.
Why is Baraka not the one in his chef suit? Because he's not the one that has the friendship of the Barbie. That's Kano. So Kano got on the poster. That's why. He can be photoshopped in for sure. But I also have a day job. Okay.
Okay, just waiting patiently for Dominic to join. We always wait patiently for anybody to join really because we're always waiting for that message saying unable to join or match expired or some shit like that. So let's just hope and pray that there's nothing of the sort. Dominic J 5000 is going to appear shortly.
Yeah, let's hope so. The invite did come from me. I do have a sneaky suspicion that I might be the issue, Seawolf. I don't know why, I just believe that, because every time there is an issue, I'm in the Koth. I don't know why it would do that. But I have a sneaky suspicion. Jim Chory says, the real question is, will we see a Jax tonight? We could see a Jax from Black Kratos, I think.
Okay. game session is not available.
Yeah. Maybe you try and invite him.
Just
Seawolf?
sent him another invite now.
Cool.
Okay, guys, so how was that first match for you guys? I mean, down to the wire, match number 5, final round. Couldn't have gone any closer, but Maneki, while he's waiting for Dominic, enjoying a ice cold beer.
Yeah.
From the looks of
He's just giving me an idea. I might wanna run to the little fridge in the garage where I have a secret stash of beverages. You know, you gotta stock up in these COVID times.
In
They ain't
these
gonna sell-
times of uncertainty, yeah, absolutely.
They ain't gonna sell it to you anymore, so you gotta have your stash.
Not legally, at least.
Not legally, sure. I love the I love the adverts that you saw on Facebook sort of during the first lockdown, and the alcohol ban was on, where people would have like a picture of a pair of sunglasses and then right behind like cases of beer and then say sunglasses for sale, $124 a case or something.
Okay, so any updates from Dominic J just yet?
Nothing in the WhatsApp group. He says he's joining, but we shall see. We shall. No. DJ, don't restart.
Don't restart.
Don't restart. Let me exit the cough, and we do the screen share again.
Okay, my screen share should still be on.
Cool.
So Katlejo, I'm just going to be exiting the coth, and I'm going to be sending you and Dominic J new invitations. There seems to be a common theme. The moment you have two people hosting a coth, for some other reason, it just bombs out.
Yeah, not. But I did manage to join in the last one, so let's try that method again. I'll just be watching the first game via Discord. Yeah. Checkmate says meh. That is how we feel a lot of the time. If I unplug my controller, it's going to start making noise through my screen, and I don't want that. I'm getting paranoid because I've got my controller here, and if it runs out of battery before my match and it dies in the middle,
We have a problem.
then I'm going to lose, and then I'm going to say my controller died, and then everybody's going to say, whatever, bro, you're making excuses. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. There you go, Mr. PlayStation Controller. Okay.
Okay,
What
so we're trying
time
to
are
get.
the people fighting, says Zaza. Dude, they're already fighting. We're just trying to get them in the coth, as is of course tradition. We've already had match 1. Z the Janitor went up against Luna Panda Bear, and in a very, very tightly fought contest, Z the Janitor managed to edge out the win.
3 games to 2.
3 games to 2.
Okay, again we've got Meineke entering the coth. I'm just gonna go AFK before anything happens.
Salman Hussein saying he remembers fighting Jim Chori. Dude, what is your Steam handle there? We all know Jim Chori is Jim Chori. But who are you, sir?
If I'm not mistaken, I think that might be S. Zaldan or S. Zaldan or something.
Oh,
to that effect.
Saul's done. Saul's done.
I could be mistaken. I could be completely wrong.
Dude, one of my original nemesis on PC.
Nemesis.
Nemesis and Stemonize.
Okay, Dominic J 5000. We are just waiting for you yet again. Let's just see if there's any progress on that front. Dominic J 5000. If you can hear me, anything forthcoming on your side? Dominic J 5000, if I'm not mistaken, did indicate to me that or has experienced intermittent
He has.
internet issues.
You're right. I remember seeing something in the group that he's been having some interweb issues. So maybe it wasn't me, Roo.
I don't know. I don't know. He played last night, I think seemingly without fault,
He did?
on Titans. But you're right, maybe it is not you.
Maybe it's not me, dude. I do have the strong internet, so
Okay, nothing coming from Dominic J5000 at this point.
Salman Hussein is the infamous food check. Dude, you need to join the group. If you're not in the group, in the WhatsApp group, please, dude, let us know. We will send you a join link.
We already got a food stamp in the group, so we just need a food check. I mean, we can't stamp the food without checking the food, so you need
Dude,
to get yourself involved here, buddy.
You do. I don't know how many times I've seen a screenshot in the WhatsApp group of your combat card and people saying, hey, is food check in here? So, dude, you are wanted in the WhatsApp group. There you will find all the people that you run into in Combat League, and you will find good games.
You might even find a couple of people that have teabagged you, and that's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll definitely find some people with which you have salt, and that's good because the salt series is coming, guys. This is the calm before the salt series.
I can tell you what's not coming right now, and that's Dominic J5000. He's not responding. I don't know if he's maybe just restarted everything on his side, but we do need to move on. So Dominic, we're going to give you 2 more minutes. And if you are unable to join us within that 2 minutes, unfortunately, we're going to have to call a halt to game number 2 and move into game number 3, which I believe, Lino, is Timeless Dawn going up against Rising Nachi.
Against Rising Nachi, yes. Unfortunately, Valve Overkill has been ESCOM'd. He has no power. So stepping in for him is the Rising Nachi, the Combat Africa Volume 29 champion. So that is going to be an interesting matchup. Which comment are you referring to, Mr. Checkmate? Says this is anything but lightly seasoned, and then I've got a meh, and then I've got a please read my comment, and I've got some eyes. So I don't know what comment you're referring to. Tired of this poster. Jesus, my dude. That hurt. You cut me deep, man.
I'm upset that the poster's not moving.
I sent you a moving poster.
No, I know. I've attached the moving poster as well. I just don't know why it's not moving.
What? Oh, for real? Yeah. What is going on? That's weird. It would definitely be more entertaining to watch if it was moving. I wonder why that's the case.
Well,
Anyway.
I have updated my OBS, so I don't know if it was maybe just a bug in the update or something.
Oh, dude.
Possibly.
One must never update anything. If it were up to me, I'd still be running Windows 95.
Speak for yourself, buddy. Okay, Dominic J5000, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you're going to be able to join us this evening.
Yeah, unfortunate. So, well, maybe we can try and come back to that match a bit later. Let's see how time goes. Up to you.
Yeah, I think so. I've sent him a direct message as well, to which he hasn't responded. So we're going to move along.
Okay,
We've got
cool.
people in the COT lobby. So, Mikey, unfortunately, you're going to have to either wait for later in the evening if your match is going to in fact take place or not. Otherwise, we'll have to just, incorporate you into one of the future streams on Charlie Wolf Gaming. But for now, we do have to move on. The Khan has entered the chat. Welcome, Chimba, Killjoy837, AI's very own. So if somebody can just let Meineke know that he can leave the COT.
I'm letting them know in the chat now. I had a recent Combat League match with Maniki KB. dude, it went down to the wire. It was super sweaty. So I was looking forward to that match against Maneki KB and Dominic J5000, but unfortunately we're going to have to try that one again a bit later. Seawolf, I don't know if you want to try and invite me back to this cough, or whether you just want to get Time with Dawn and Nachi in first.
Yeah, let me get the players in first.
Cool.
And we're just waiting for Meineke. In fact, while we're waiting for Meineke to leave, I'm just going to start a new coth.
Cool.
And get Timeless Dawn and Rising Nachi.
Mr. Food Check says he's not interested in joining the group. He's only 14. Fair enough. No problem, sir. There really is nothing to be scared of, though.
Except Ngoni.
Except Ngoni. Who is conspicuously absent from the chat at the moment.
Well, whenever he is absent, it's normally due to work. He's one of the guys that is just about every single stream in chat.
Yep.
Trolling you guys more often than not. Mr. 30 know
100%.
himself.
100%. But yeah, he does sometimes have some odd work hours. So I'm sure he's been held up by that.
Okay, so Timeless Dawn going up against Rising Nachi.
Rising Nachi, Timeless Dawn. Both very, very strong players. I don't think that the guys in chat will be too familiar with Rising Nachi, having only appeared on stream for the first time in Combat Africa Volume 29, which, by the way, he won. Very, very strong player. Played him in the KL a few times. He's got quite a few characters. Showed us a very, very strong noob on Monday evening, but I believe he also plays Sub-Zero. I think he also plays Kano at a pretty decent level. So yeah, gonna be interesting.
Okay, Timeless Dawn and Rising Nachi, you guys have been sent an invite. Let's just wait for you guys to join us, or join me at least. We've got
Check
Timeless
saying
Dawn
scared
in
to
here
face a
with
prophecy.
the Rain combat card. So Timeless Dawn is in.
Cool.
Let's just wait for Rising Nachi to appear as well.
Well, let me say in no uncertain terms that one of the best ways to get better at Mortal Kombat 11 is to play players that are better than you. So yeah, don't be scared to get bodied. If you are wise, you will subscribe to a YouTube channel called Core A Gaming. I don't know if any of you guys in the chat know about it. It's a great fighting game YouTube channel that deals with a lot of the meta of fighting games. Very cool stuff. If you haven't subscribed, go over there and subscribe, dudes, because there's a lot of cool information in there. A lot of cool stuff. Okay, so we've got Timeless Dawn. We are waiting for the Rising Nachi. Interesting name. I'd like to know the story behind that name at some point.
When I think of Rising Nachi, I'll tell you what I think about is an old Oros advert.
Dude, I was just about to say that. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Where they all have the different flavors and they say their name.
Yeah.
And then Nachi was like, Nachi.
The typical Cape Town oak with no front teeth.
But he was like super slow as well. Nachi.
Okay, we seem to be Africanized this evening because everybody we're sending invites to, and this we know is definitely not an issue with you then, Brian.
Yeah, Africa things, man.
They just don't seem to want to play ball tonight.
This is not unusual, unfortunately. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. We know it's frustrating for the viewers, but
oh, wait,
we
hold
all...
on. No, he's in.
Oh, no, never mind. Nothing frustrating happening here. Let me hop over to Discord so I can actually see what's going on in real time. Alright guys, we've got a match. Timeless Dawn versus Rising Nachi.
Okay, both these guys can go AFK.
Combat Africa Volume 29 champion. Oh, guys, keep an eye on the WhatsApp group. We've got some exciting news coming your way in the coming weeks. So yeah, keep an eye on the socials, on Twitter especially. Cool things in the works for Charlie Wolf Gaming and FGC Africa. So watch this space, gents. Watch this space, guys. You may go AFK. You may go AFK.
Go off AFK. Ah, there we go. Match is
Go
about
off,
to take place.
go off.
Okay, guys, we're here eventually. We've got our second match about to take place tonight. The match between Rising, Nachi, and Timeless.
And Seawolf, as soon as you get a moment, could you give me a big scroll? Sir. Let me see if I can join you. I'll wait until the match has actually started, though, so that I don't cause any undue issues.
Now, listen, this is going to be quite a difficult match to call. So, again, let's get your prediction in, Brian.
Oh, man. Oh, this is a tough one. I haven't really seen enough of Rising Nachi, although I have fought him before, to really call... dude, I'm going to go with Rising Nachi.
Rising Nachi?
I'm going to go with the Nachi.
So just to keep it interesting, I'm going to then go for Timeless Dawn.
Okay, Nachi, you better not let me down, bro.
Well, he didn't let anybody down on Monday evening. His victory on Monday evening was nothing short of absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and he is rocking the reptile move skin.
Timeless Dawn with Timeless Wolfie. Well, I think that in itself is a reason for me to then support Timeless Dawn here. But so far so good for Rising Nachi. Anticipating the air escape there, just missed out the breakaway option. Nice grab there, 150 damage.
Nice zoning.
Oh,
nice work there. Oh, he's got that that moon axe move that seems to be so popular.
Yeah, something I've seen Bio has it used, and you mentioned it earlier, Lino, Champions of the Realms. Week number 4,
dude.
But Biohazard, I think, has become my favorite pro player. Just the way he uses his characters is just different to just about everybody else that I've seen.
100%, and I think I said the same thing to you over WhatsApp. I said Biohazard is officially my favorite pro player. Very cool.
Just as we're saying that, Rising Nachi just continuing to put in the work from where he left off on Monday night.
Well, he made that look easy, I've got to say. I mean, commentate much that will happen so fast.
It did happen rather fast, and maybe it's taken Timeless Dawn by surprise. Obviously expecting to face Velvet Overkill, which didn't take place tonight. He might have been preparing for that, only to now find a different opponent, and was maybe just caught a bit off guard. Rising Nachi.
Oh no, it's putting me in the match.
Are you in?
No, but I didn't get off AFK in time.
Oh,
I'm in
okay.
I'm in the cough, but
just exit the match. It's fine.
Yeah. That doesn't count as a win for you, Nachi, by the way.
Okay, we'll keep you on the big screen for now.
Yeah. I'll rejoin as the match actually gets underway. There we go. Now is the right time for me to do it.
So a character swap here from Timeless Dawn, going for the rain pick.
Going for the rain pick. Still not a character you see too much on stream at the moment.
It's surprisingly, because I mean when he first came out, everybody was kind of raving about his movement, his mobility.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that he's lacking is just raw damage.
Yeah, absolutely. You've really got to put a lot of work in with Rain to get a win. He definitely has the tools to do it, but I think a lot of people at this stage are sort of thinking, is the juice worth the squeeze? So, but he's a hell of a fun character to play. And like I said, he's got some very, very useful tools.
I don't know why I'm thinking this, but obviously he doesn't have a cape, but this particular skin with this headpiece of Rain, It kind of reminded me of Batman's nightmare in the Batman v Superman movie. I don't know why.
Ah.
I don't know why.
Okay. I see it. This is definitely he looks kind of like a desert warrior in this skin, which is unusual because he's all about the rain.
Talking about damage, I mean, Rain doesn't have the best of damage. He's fighting, unfortunately, against somebody who possesses a shit ton of damage. And that's being Cybot.
Yeah,
Two sequences and his power bar's gone.
That's the thing that I see. A lot of noob Cybot players are making the mistake of trying to go for those big combos. You don't actually need to do a lot of damage with noobs. I mean, if you can just sort of forward 2-2 into the slide, you're netting like 24%.
24-25% easily, yeah.
So he just hits like a truck no matter what he does. I mean, that was 260 just for that. And all of a sudden, that lovely life lead that Timeless Dawn was enjoying there is pretty much gone.
Okay, now at the back, just making sure that his Barbie is about to get prepared.
Yeah, he's mixing cocktails there for his guests. Such a good host. Oh, he misses out there. Could have teleported and extended that combo. Nice little hydroplane cancel. And 1 round apiece here.
Okay, so it's 1 round apiece indeed, and Timeless Dawn getting a little bit of momentum going here with Rain. Obviously, Checkmate very happy to see Rain on screen, but Micro Duck and Rising Nazi answering back.
Gets himself a tidy 365
Anti-air.
for that combo. 365, I mean, that is more than a bread and butter Shao Kahn combo.
Yeah, no, we know exactly how much damage Shao Kahn's doing, but it does 354. Ask Jim Tory.
354.
Okay, Timeless Dawn in a very good position to get himself back into this match.
Yeah, doing the rain thing, getting in, getting out very, very quickly. Finishes that off with the low mid. The old back 3-4.
Well, that was great play there from Timeless Dawn because I think the Nightwolf pick didn't work for him.
Yeah.
Immediately ran to Rain, and it seemed to have done the trick because he's managed to level it out now at 1 game apiece.
Well, he obviously saw something that just sort of clicked in his head to say, you know what, Rain is the guy for this matchup, and paid off.
So
one game apiece.
1 game apiece, and all we've seen from Rising Nachi so far is Noob Cybot on stream at least.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to have the luxury of seeing one of his other characters. I'm sure he plays more than just a Noob Cybot.
I know for a fact that he plays more than just a Noob Cybot. I don't know whether he mains anybody else. Ah, here we go.
Well, again, looking to
Big damage
ponder around
character.
big damage characters.
Oh, that's a handsome looking. Oh, he's got a Raiden.
Well, this is going to be quite interesting because, especially since the introduction of Ultimate, I don't think we've ever seen a Raiden on screen.
No, dude, you're right, hey?
And he's got the Spark Port and the Storm Cell, so this is essentially the old Thunderwave variation.
Standard Thunderwave variation, and perhaps he's thinking, rain, water, add a bit of lightning. I got this. Sorry, that was cheesy. I do apologize to everyone in chat.
Well, we all have our cheesy moments.
Allies against trolls. Allies that I can trust.
They're letting the intros rock. I dig it.
Like your
I dig it.
comrade in arms, Shang
Teleport
Tsung.
equals carried online, and that's probably why Checkmate has said that Raiden is S tier. Am I right, Checkmate? Okay, forward 3-2 connects there. Back 2 connects. If he lands another one, never mind. He
Going for the
suffers
plus
a-
flame.
Okay, so 290 damage with a crushing blow, and that's just the unfortunate thing that is Rain. He doesn't have access to as much damage as some of your harder hitting characters.
I would argue though that he has got a lot of useful crushing blows which do decent damage. So as long as you're sort of looking for those constantly, he can sort of melt your life bar. But this kind of stuff is not going to do it. 263. He definitely gets more damage with the Hydro boost.
Timeless Dawn looks to be in control of this match as well. So even though we've seen the Raiden pick, nothing too convincing from Rising Nazi to suggest that he's got a chance of taking this. At
Well, I
least in
think
the
he
first
started the
round.
game quite strong. I think he started the game quite strong. Was looking pretty good, but then Timeless Dawn sort of found his feet, and it was all one-way traffic. Timeless Dawn making good use of the down 3, I think it is.
So when Rain calls out this move here, that move there, the little geyser or whatever it's called.
The Hydro Boost.
That's what it's called, the Hydro Boost.
Yeah.
And what is the move where he kind of just moves away from you and avoids an attack and then...
The Hydroplane.
Oh, okay. Hydroplane. Oh,
Yeah, lots of Hydro going on above range here.
H2 overpowered going up against Thunderwave variation, so there's no custom build with the Raid
Nope.
Connect.
Straight up standard stuff. Top.
Crushing blow, fatal blow, and that's going to do
Oh,
it.
that is going to do it. Very good presence of mind there by Rising Archie. No breakaway was going to save Timeless Dawn there, and he manages to close out round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly when you should be using a fatal blow.
Final round of game number 3, I believe it is. Timeless Dawn still looking more in control of this match than what the Raiden is right now. Decent combo 222, nothing to write home about. Raiden rocking the Ninja Turtle skin here by the looks of it.
Yeah. Oh, nice rotate. Locked forward 4. Over the mix-up.
He's still dead right in
Corner.
the corner. Ooh, and unfortunately
nice.
he might get punished. No, he's not.
It was a well-timed breakaway nonetheless.
Oh, and this going to hurt in the corner. Going to hurt in the corner again.
Lovely work. Oh, he dropped it.
And I think that was an input error there, Brian. Surely an input error. But
Nice defense.
manages to throw it back, and Rain and Timeless Dawn now goes into a 2-1 lead over Rising Nachi. I think he's going to go back to Doom.
Well, he did hover over Baraka as well. Oh, got a bit of a lag. Spike here.
I think also maybe Rising Nachi just using this as an opportunity, and I think we're going to be struggling with a bit of lag in this game number 4 here unless it
Oh,
stabilizes.
Rising Nachi has left the game.
Okay, so we are going to try and get him back. Lina, I wonder if, just for safety's sake, if maybe you should leave the Koth as well.
Yeah, I can do that. Let's just. Oh,
And
I
then
think
I'll
I
try
did.
to
I think
get-
I think I did leave the cough.
You left the Koth. Oh, okay. I see these guys are still in here, both of them.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, okay. You still have access to the screen?
I do indeed.
Okay.
I'm going to stay out of the cough, just for the sake of safety.
That is probably where the lag was coming from then. Just trying to kick you out of the Koth.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Okay, Rising Nachi going straight back to the Raiden pick, it looks like.
Okay,
Obviously
yeah,
saw
straight back
something
to
that
the
he liked.
Thunderwave variation, and I think maybe Riding Notches is using this appearance on stream as a way of saying to everybody who's obviously seen his noob side, but like, listen dudes, I can play other characters, and I'm gonna maybe just show you what my Raiden's all about.
Though both divine.
Well, I did like the look of his Raiden, I've got to be honest.
True, Raiden. I'm your best.
Definitely
Raiden?
not one of his mains by the looks of it. Somebody he's obviously competent with, but I don't think he's necessarily as comfortable with Raiden as what we've seen in Cyber Big play.
Yeah, absolutely. Raidens can be very, very tricky to deal with, especially when they start playing with that teleport.
Well, that's exactly what we're seeing right now. 3 teleports while you said that sentence.
Yeah. It gets super annoying. A teleport happy Raiden can be really, really tricky to deal with. Oh, he gets punished after the breakaway. And all sorts of corner pressure going on here. Manages to get himself out of the corner with the teleport. Very, very useful for Raiden. Oh, he gets caught with the thunder, with that thing, the storm cell. Rain now putting all the corner pressure on, but Rising Nachi closes it out with the forward 3-2.
Okay, so Rising Archie not yet giving Rain the luxury of experiencing a match point, having taken that first round. Now up, Timeless Dawn to claw his way back into this particular match and put himself in a position where he finds himself a match point. So far so good for Rising Archie though, with his Raiden pick, with throw pick there as well.
Nice Protect, this is going to do a little bit of damage here in the corner.
311, that's probably more than anything Rain can bring.
Definitely. Don't sleep on Raiden's damage. He can hurt you with his godly powers.
But I think where NRS probably get absolutely correct is they've given Rain probably not access to the biggest amount of damage, but he's got access to crushing blows on both his throws.
Yep.
He's got access to a few useful crushing blows as well.
Yeah, he's got that mix-up option on the forward 2-4, forward 2 down 4, which can be low, or he can go for the, I think it's the 1+3, and he's got a useful crushing blow there if it's a counter or a punish.
Oh yes, okay.
He's got a crushing blow that's pretty hard to land on the old hydro plane. Very, very specific situations though. I need to close my Steam. I keep getting messages from people looking for games in the cough.
Don't tell them not to look for games, tell them to join the stream.
Dude, I tell them all the time. They don't listen to me because they.
So we've got Rising Nachi on 2. Am I right?
Rising Nachi 2 and Timeless Dawn 2.
Another game 5.
Another game 5. Guys in Steam, if you guys are watching, I'm very disappointed in you all.
Guys, and speaking of Steam, coming to Charlie Wolf Gaming not shortly, but soon enough, we are going to be hosting a first 10 money match.
You need allies against each other.
But only if you leave the cough and come and watch the stream now. No, I'm joking.
More information to be provided. Raiden
Sometimes
versus Rain.
you gotta twist their arm, you know?
Hurricane, Pain. So, looks to be a change in variation.
Hurricane
Timeless
Pain.
Dawn. So he's got access to that bubble burst, or whatever you call that.
Dude, okay, I can tell you a nonsense that Timeless Dawn is winning on the variation. In the whole competition so far. He has H2 overpowered and now he's got Hurricane Pain. I like it.
Crushing blow there, 1-1.
Decent damage, 280.
Okay, both players on fatal blow territory right now, and who's gonna catch
Oh,
it?
there it is.
I think this is it.
I don't think he needs it.
Didn't.
Oh, he should have
Didn't.
used it.
He
Oh, he
should've.
thought. I think he thought he was dead. He stopped playing. Play to the whistle, gentlemen. Play to the whistle. Right there. And Rising Nachi will be kicking himself for not closing out that that first round. But as it turns out, Timeless Dawn is now looking at a match point. Oh, he's got the.
Crushing blow down 2, and it looks, Lino, like I might be going up by 2 games to 0 if my prediction is correct. Because the
there it
crushing
is.
blow from Rain finishes it off, and Timeless Dawn has taken the set by 3 games to 2. This is a fatality.
Oh, and the fatality. Yes.
Well, that's going to
Loaded.
surely add some salt to that situation there, because Rising Nachi saying a couple of things on his PSN. Okay, nothing heard. Rain saying, you can see me.
Dude, brutal finish to that match. The crushing blow followed by the fatality. Unlucky Nachi. Dude, I think that was another case of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. All he needed to do was land that KB at the end of that first round and he would have been looking at a match point. I think that probably threw him a little bit. I might be wrong. I probably am.
Well, if you can just ask the guys to vacate the Koth lobby, Blino. I see
Yeah,
Rising Archie has left already.
Okay, cool.
Timeless Dawn. If you can just leave the Koth as well, thank you very much. And we're going to get our next match underway. The match between the Titans' very own AK Slay going up against none other than the guy who's sharing the commentary function with me tonight, Mr. Blino. The king of the jungle going up against...
I can't. Has Timeless left the card?
Yes, he has.
Okay. All right. Cool. Dude, I'm gonna put myself on mute because I need all my faculties. I can't commentate and play at the same time. It's too high grade. So I will await your invite to the Koth. Good luck to my opponent, Mr. AK Slay. Yeah, I'm scared for this one, my bro. Bloody Collector, that sneaky little thief.
Well, what we are most likely going to see here, guys, is a match between Collector and Shao Kahn. So obviously he didn't collect enough for Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn's a bit pissed off at Collector right now.
He's always pissed off at Collector, bro. Collector doesn't do his job properly. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on the other side.
Cool.
A victor or a loser? Shall see.
Okay, so we're just waiting for the guys to enter the Koth. AK Slay wishing Blino good luck in the stream chat. Blino has entered the lobby. We are just waiting for AK to follow suit, and then we're going to get our next match underway, guys. The match between Blino and AK Slay 333. Both these guys are in the Koth lobby. We're about to get this match underway. Now, for those of you who do not know, both these gentlemen are in fact part of the FGC Africa admin team. And they're just going to get some differences settled in this first to three showdown. Okay, and as I said, guys, it's going to most likely be a match between the Collector and Shao Kahn. That's exactly what we're about to see on screen right now. 0-0. These boys letting the intros rock. Lino versus AK, absolutely G1. It's an admin affair. Well, if you missed out last week's Combat Africa Volume 28, you would have seen the administrative punishment. But right now, these guys are obviously on the opposing side, and they are basically going to rip each other's heads off as far as I can see. AK Slay with the Collector knowledge, Lino with the Shao Kahn knowledge. So far looking good for AK. Lino looking a little bit hesitant to get his game going. Tender loving Khan right now. He's seeming far too tender and far too loving for this Collector. Let's see if we can establish some momentum here. Lino interrupting there. Lands the forward 3-4 into the 1+3. Plus frames. Going for the forward 3-4 again into the 1+3. Grabs. Catching AK Slay slipping, and Lino could potentially get this back, but unfortunately suffers a fatal grab in the corner, and Collector and AK Slay taking that first round in game number 1. Back 3 connects off the bat, plus frames again, opts to go for the grab this time, pushing Collector closer and closer to that corner. Collector saying, nope, you're not getting me anywhere close there, I'm coming back. Oh, great wolf punish there from Lino. 307 damage now. We were talking about damage just a bit earlier on. Shao Kahn does hit like an absolute truck. AK catching in there, the shimmy. Throw it into the corner. Level on life speed. Ooh, and the down 2 crushing blow connects. Immediate breakaway there from AK Slave. Plus frames again. Goes for the grab. And now is Blino able to close it down? Yes, he is. It's 1 round apiece in game number 1, guys. This is exactly what we came to see here. All the games we've seen so far has gone down to the wire. Is this going to be yet another game going down to a game number 5? Opts for the low this time. Forward 4. Well, 4-4 misses, whiffing there rather. And AK is going to throw Blino into the corner. Here we're going to see a decent chunk of damage. And again, he's got that corner pressure established. Blino's going to have to try to make his way out. This is quite tense here, guys. Forward 1 into the grab. Trying to make his way in now. He's on life alert right now. And that's going to do it for game number 1. Collector taking it. AK Slayer going up by 1-0 over Blino. Is he able to turn this around? He's got the shoulder charge, which I think is his preferred variation, or preferred move rather, to have equipped. But as that is being said, it is AK Slay leading Blino by 1-0. The guys in the chat here with the knowledge, anything you think Blino needs to do to kind of adapt to what AK Slay is bringing to the table, because
Collector.
that collector was obviously peppering Shao Kahn with the forward 1. Either went for another forward 1 or went for a grab. Kind of mixed it up quite nicely, so I'm not even sure if we see the similar or the same variation coming through from Blino, but as things stand now, 1-0 to AK Slay. Ground Shatter, Annihilation, and Skewered. I think it's probably the same variation. 26 guys in chat. If you have not yet done so, please drop the chat for a second. Leave a like or a dislike. If you're new to the channel, please do not hesitate to consider at least leaving a subscribe. It really helps the channel out. We are reaching 350 subscribers. And it's because of guys like you that we are able to keep the channel going, really. Plus frames there again. With 3-4 connects. Are we going to see a decent 354 damage? No, Rhino drops the combo. He cannot be affording to drop combos at this point in the game. AK Slay fighting back here. Had a bit of a life deficit. Leveled it up quite nicely now. Immediate breakaway from Blino. I'm not sure if that was the best option, but lands the forward 4. Gets the plus frames again. 1+3, gets the grab, level on life again. Scouts the wake up and finishes it off again with a forward grab. Blino taking that quite clever at the end there. Kevin Johnson saying, Blino, let's go. Just missed that sweep. Obviously has some serious range on that sweep, but probably let it out just a little bit too late there. Decent 258 damage coming through there from Collector. Collector fighting his way back in this round number 2 quite nicely. Shaldable, see you in chat as well. Shaldable obviously going up next against Black Kratos. Corner pressure here, 371 damage. Oh, and Collector with a wake up button, wake up 4. Not sure I've seen that too often, but it seems to have worked perfectly. And again, 4-4-2 into the down 2 connects, and it's 1 down the piece in game number 2.
Fight.
Down 4 just misses. Oh, just missed the interrupt there. Again, drops that combo in the corner, and this is going to cost Blino quite significantly if he's going to continue dropping these combos, because This standing 4-4 by Collector is just putting in so much work here for AK Slate. So much so, Lino's going to be absolutely living the fact that he had two wonderful opportunities to capitalize on some high damage combos and has dropped both of it. And that dropped combo is basically the swinging in the momentum on this particular match, because at one point it was perfectly level, and the moment those two combos were dropped, you could see the momentum just shift in AK Slay's favor. So much so, he just finds himself now in a 2-0 lead over Blino. And if I know Blino right now, he's probably cussing himself right now for dropping those two combos in the corner, ultimately leading to AK Slay taking a 2-0 lead in this first 2-3 set. Guys in chat still believing. J-Word Audio with a harsh, why are you dropping combos in the corner here, Blino? He's not flawless blocking Collector's 4-4. Match number 3 between Blino and AK Slay. Just about to get underway now. AK Slay leading by 2 games to 0.
Round 1. Fight.
Nice teleport there into a full combo punish. Dropped at the end there, but we're going to see some damage coming through. Came to collect here versus Can You Dig It? Collector, really a tricky character to fight against. And Lino, unfortunately, on the receiving end of some of this Collector trickery here. And again, staggers the forward 1 into a forward 1-2, and AK Slay in double quick time has found himself on match point. Thing in chat saying, "Show boys, forward 4." Okay, let's see. No breakaway yet, I don't think. 3-13 and a drop combo. You're gonna see it again. 1, 2, 3. Does he drop it again? Yes, he does. Why is he dropping these corner combos? You have to wonder. He just 3 nerves. Manages to close out that round quite convincingly at the end. AK Slay opting not to do any sort of air escapes or breakaways. Okay, Collector out of the corner this time. Empty jump into a backward grab. Forward 3 whiffed and went straight into the forward 1. Another backward grab, getting Shao Kahn closer and closer to that corner. Teleports this time. Gets the full bread and butter combo here, surely. Okay. Fortunately, there to move out. I think we're going to see a escape now. We do. Plus frames again. Oh, and AK Slay scouts the breakaway and just finishes it off with a down 2. And now we're going to see arguably the best friendship in the game. Collector doing what Collector does, saying thank you very much. We're still friends, Shao Kahn. I need a job. Just pay me more.
Well, that was embarrassing.
You dropped so many combos in the corner there, my friend. What in the
Dude,
world?
no, I don't want to make excuses, but you know why.
AK Slay taking that quite convincingly at the end there over Blino. 3 games to 0.
Yeah. Yes, controller.
And as we saw there, it seems like Kano's fire wanted to... Oh, wait, I wonder...
Oh, there we
if
go.
this-
I can see it. It's moving.
And it's not.
It is.
Is it still moving?
And it's not. Oh, you don't have it on loop.
Ah, shucks, and I can't even do it now. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
No, Jim, that was not GG's, but thank you. Yeah, I've taken AK on a few times, dude, and I just cannot get the hang of Collector, man. He's got such deceptive range. He's got really nice stagger opportunities. He kept on getting me with that low, and then I was expecting the throw, and every time I expected the throw, he got me with the low again.
well, his forward one game was really strong. So he staggers the forward one. He then either goes into a full forward one bread and butter combo, or like you say, he goes for a grab.
Or he just staggers the forward one again. Also, that 4-4 is very tricky to deal with. Shao doesn't really have anything that he can punish it with. So, yeah, if he's got me at neutral and he just sort of 4-4s, it's very difficult to deal with. I'm going to have to jump in the lab and sort of figure that shit out.
Well,
Because
Checkmate actually just said in chat right now that you should actually be tying a flawless block on the 4-4.
I actually did attempt that a few times, but it didn't come off for me. Every time I tried it, he just launched me. So, yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Yeah, but well done to my opponent, AK Slay. Clearly superior. Well done, my friend. I'll get you one of these days.
And now we're going into the match between the Shoulder Guard and Black Kratos 957. Now, this match is built of trash talk between these two. They've been having a go at it for quite some time, and no better place to settle it than on Charlie Wolf Gaming. Likely season, the calm before the Salt series, but I think it's going to mean a lot to either of these players if any one of them should end up being victorious tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Black Kratos is also somebody who has some salty beef with me.
Well, that's understandable. There's like an unfinished business that still needs to be sorted out between the two of you.
Yeah. But may I just mention that I am ahead on points at this stage. So yeah, we're going to have to finish that one of these days. It was going to be finished last year sometime, but then the arrival of my daughter cut our sequel short. But yeah, that's definitely going to happen. But as it stands, it's the Sheldable versus Black Kratos tonight. These guys have been giving each other all sorts of shit in the WhatsApp groups. So this is going to be super fun. Bulls are saying it's lightly seasoned. Yeah, no, look, it's friendly tunage, friendly banter. But we know that Sheldable knows how to tune. He likes to fatal. He likes to brutal. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, well, the Shoutable and Black Kratos have been sent their invitations.
Jim says Collector looks like he hits you with overheads and lows at the same time. Dude, try and fight AK's Collector. Yes, what a menace. What a menace. Yeah, I think one of the things that AK gets really right is that he is well aware of the frame data on almost all the characters. So he knows exactly what to do when. Very impressive player. Well done, Mr. AK. No salt at all. Jokes. Lots of salt. Coming for you, my brew.
Okay, the Shoutable is in.
The Sheldable is in the cuff.
Kratos. Lana, if you don't mind, Dominic J5000 is
asking about his match.
No, he's putting a voice recording in the WhatsApp. If you don't mind just having a listen.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
See what it's all about.
No problem. Where is the group? There it is. Where's his voice recording? Is he recording or is he... Oh, there we go. There it is.
Shoutable with the middle fingers in the Koth lobby, just making his opponent aware that he needs to be ready for something special here from the Shoutable, but we're just waiting for Black Kratos to...
Okay, so we finally have an answer as to why DJ5000's network is down. Somebody in his area crashed into a cell tower. So that's why his network is so bad. The guy is fine. He's cool. But unfortunately, the cell tower came off second best, and that is why DJ 5000 is having connection issues of late.
Okay,
Sheldon
Blindly, if
Ball,
I can
sending
ask
Jack.
you to just leave again,
Okay.
and then I'm going to try and get Black Kratos in here again.
Sheldon sending middle fingers in the cough.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. AK, you are in the Steam WhatsApp group, but you don't play on Steam, my bro. There's a special brotherhood, my man. Special brotherhood. Why is Sheldon inviting me to a con? Is he supposed to be doing that?
Not necessarily. No, he probably saw you leave
Oh,
and invited you back.
okay. No. I refuse. I refuse.
And he's still showing middle fingers here.
Of course. This is, of course, tradition. With the Sheldon.
Okay, so we are moving into game number 5 now, essentially. Game number 2, which was scheduled to be Meineke versus Dominic J 5000. With the recent news, we're not going to try and have that match take place a bit later.
Yep.
So unfortunately, those two will have to just come and maybe just settle their saltiness in a future edition of the Salt series proper.
Yeah. I totally agree. If there's salt, it needs to be put somewhere.
Okay, Black Kratos has entered the Koth lobby, so Lino, unfortunately, it is you.
It's me, bro.
Okay, match number 5 underway, or just about to get underway. The match between the Shalzable and Black Kratos.
Yeah, no, take my name off there.
New Cybot. Jackie Briggs.
Shelzable. And we have got a new Cybot. This was Shelzable's day 1 MK11 main. We all know that he is the 344th best Nightwolf in Africa. But today he's bringing his noob to the table,
Yeah,
going up against Black Kratos' Jackie.
Yeah, the 727th best noob cybot out of Africa. Big screen, big screen, big screen.
Big screen, big screen. Officially ranked, by the way, guys. Officially ranked 727th best.
Okay, Lino, can you just give me a half a second? I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, guys, Noob Cybot going up against Jackie Briggs, the Sheldable versus Black Kratos. Letting the intros rock, you love to see it. Here we go. Oh, trying with the back two off the bat to start the round. Misses. Lands the overhead there, unusual, but it lands. He manages to land the grab and really got himself a decent life lead here. Noob can play that keep away game pretty well. Going for those mid shadow projectiles, and then the slide, and then the shadow balls. Manages to land the throw again, and it shells the ball all over Black Kratos in this first match. Black Kratos finally manages to put a little bit of damage on the Sheldable, but Sheldable right back at him with the forward 2-2. Manages to land another grab, oh, and the crushing blow. That'll close it. Sheldon is somebody who's told me that if crushing blows are available, he will go for them. Does not matter, because you don't know when you're going to get that opportunity again. So that's his philosophy on it. I tend to agree. Gets that down for putting Black Kratos under all sorts of noob Cybot pressure. Black Kratos manages to get in now, amplifies the grease kick, and then finishes off with a crushing blow for a decent 336 damage. Multiple managing to land the air-to-air. Getting those ghost balls going again, tries with the low, just misses. Oh, manages to duck that throw there. Black Kratos really looking to get something going here. Still got a decent amount of life off Sheldable there, and now they are just about even. Sheldable lying in that blue cut that's just taking his life away. Oh, that is punishable now. Sheldable will take full advantage. This should kill. Oh, he drops it. But he manages to land the down two, closes out game 1 in this first to 3.
Now say what you want to. That was an untidy down two. That was untidy. That was
Hey,
like
dude.
amateur stuff there. What do you expect to see from the 844th best noob cybot out there?
Well, the 844th best noob cybot has managed to win game 1 in this very salty first 3. Ends it with a fatality. And sending a message. Sending a message. Sheldon looking quite comfortable in that match.
I missed a large portion of it. I just saw the untidy down 2 at the end.
Well, I can tell you in no uncertain terms that Sheldon looked very, very strong. Black Kratos is going to have to make some serious adjustments if he's going to look to get into this, because he doesn't really look like he's found his feet in this match just yet.
Noob Cybot. Jackie Briggs.
That's not to say that it won't happen. Jackie Briggs, a very, very strong character, and in the hands of Black Kratos, no slouch. So. Here we go. Again. No character switches. on Black
Hyperknees,
Kratos.
cybernetic override, and grenade launcher. Very odd variation of Jackie. Not one you see too often.
Well, I think anytime you see a Jackie without the bionic bounce, it's quite strange these days.
But he still has the blue shit. Yes.
He's got the blue shit. Yeah, he's got the blue shit. I think that's the grenade launcher, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's definitely got that blue tuck.
Doesn't seem to be doing too much. In fact, Sheldon was just about working on the flawless before that combo connecting.
Well, that's it. I mean, you know, the Sheltable is an aggressive player anyway, and you've really got to try and find ways around that, because he is going to attack you. He's definitely a best defense is a good offense kind of player.
1, 2, 3 LSG. Variation name. That's quite an interesting one.
1, 2, 3 LSG. So that's a troll to his opponent, saying he's going to get the 3 wins.
That's going to be a crash.
Ouchie, he's going to launch. Sheltable with the breakaway immediately.
Reversal punish there by Black Kratos. Again, connects there. 130 damage off the 3-3. Again, looking for that untidy down to the Sheltable. Doesn't pay off this time, but still very much in this match. Take that chair, why don't you? Says Jackie Briggs. Not quite yet. Back here, the throw of his own. Is that going to crush? No, it won't.
No, not quite. Doesn't have the escape spell there. Oh, goes for the crushing blow. Misses it. And then Black Kratos goes for the feeble down 2 of Jackie Briggs. One of the only feeble things that she has, but manages to close it out. And round 3. There we go.
Sheldon equipping himself with the shadow portals, I would imagine, the projectile as well as the shadow slide.
Correct. Yeah, a pretty standard new loadout. I think he's got sort of the best of everything there.
Typical variation 1 and variation 2.
Yeah, I see a lot of noobs going for Sickle Snag and the Shadow Portals these days. Not really necessary, and sort of negates one of noob's best assets, which is that Ghost Ball, nice fast projectile.
Oh, and Black Kratos letting go of block and suffers a brutality in the process.
Big brutal.
Sheldon clearly not worrying about the calm before the storm here. He's just going straight to the salt series.
No, he's salting it up hard here. You love to see it. You love to see it.
So much so, we'll probably see a request for a run back very
Oh
shortly.
yeah. Oh yeah. In fact, I think that Sheldon is fast becoming public enemy number 1 for Black Kratos. Probably letting me off the hook.
Well, as things stand now, guys, Sheldonable in a 2-0 lead over Black Kratos 9-5-7.
Noob Cybot.
Are we going to see a change in character, change in variation? No, flawless Briggs it is, going up against 1, 2, 3 LSG.
Tank Garage Thunder.
I'm sure Bionic Bounce would help against Noob, says Jivan. I'm sure Bionic Bounce helps against anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is obviously a variation that Black Kratos is very comfortable with.
For sure.
Feels it's got all the tools that he needs. So,
Fight.
yeah. But like I said, it's very unusual to see a Jackie these days without iron spells.
Okay, perfect there. Combo of the jumping one though. There's Grizzlies this time. Ooh. Now did that work or did it not break armor? You know that move breaks armor. The Hyperneat.
Does it? I'm not sure. Oh,
That's the reason you're not
landing.
sure is because it's a move that you're already seeing cooked on any Jackies.
well, there you go. Oh, gets the crush.
36.
Both these guys in Fatal Flow territory now.
Oh,
Close it
and-
out, and he does.
Black Raiders pulling the trigger at the end there, 44 seconds left on the clock, closing it out. Round number 1 in game number 3, still at a margin of time though, Lano, and maybe, just maybe, the start of the climbing is at the end of that round.
Fight.
Maybe.
Ooh, Feeble down to connects this time.
Not very often. Forces the breakaway and manages to fight his way out of this corner. Oh no, that's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt.
Sure that,
Oh
oh,
no!
that's a crash. That is a crash. We're going to see a breakaway coming from Blue.
Dude.
Jackie looking like she's got the momentum here going into this game number 3 and looking to close it off fairly quickly. And that's exactly what she
that's
does. Are we going to see a brutality? No.
Now, what I do like about what we saw in that one was the sort of the complete shift in game style from Black Kratos there, from a very sort of defensive mindset to a very offensive mindset, which is how do you want to play when you play Jackie? I mean, sort of one of her biggest strengths is obviously that pressure that she brings to the table, and when you're fighting somebody like Shelzable, who's a super offensive player as it is, you need to kind of fight fire with fire. Like it's like you say, Seawolf, you can't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. So what he means by that is you can't do damage unless you're attacking. You've got to take some chances. But this is forced a character switch from the Shelzable, now going with the Joker.
And again, the character variation is again aimed at LSG, which actually tells me that Sheldon's been taking this very, very seriously.
Very seriously indeed. All kinds of trolling going on here.
Guys, we've still got one more match after this, the match between AI Killjoy and Cortex 837. But right now, 2-1 in favor of Sheltable. Oh, and are we going to see the Sonic Fox Joker?
What is the Sonic Fox, Joe?
It's the... no, it's not.
Oh, the variation.
Variation. The variation. You know the one that he designed.
The one that he designed. Yeah, caused a bit of a stir in the community when he said that.
Or is it just...
Misinterpreted what he was saying. Misinterpreted what he was saying.
Purposely so, I think. Just tried to bring some shit to Sonic. But that's only because you got knocked 13-0.
Still salty about something that happened years ago.
I would be too.
Yeah, no, look, 13-0. I know somebody else. I know somebody else who got caned 13-0 recently.
Yeah, he's not in the chat tonight either. Well, Sheldon on match point right now, guys. On match point, and Black Raiders is going to have to do something. Forward one, into the back of the tram, get Jackie Briggs into the corner.
Oh, lovely. He's really good at those air-to-airs, old Sheldon. Landed them quite a
This
few
is going to
times.
be a damaging combo, this.
Oh, no breakaway for Black Kratos here. So that is a tidy 344. But now, Sheltable in the corner. This is where Jackie can thrive with that Jackie pressure.
And he's utilizing Jackie pressure as much as possible here. I'm not sure if Sheldon, he should be aware of it, but the 1-1 is actually +2 from Jackie.
everything.
Walk straight into a fatal blow, and Black Kratos not out of this just yet. That he is going to kill. Okay, to take this to a game, or round number 3 rather, in this game number 4. And Black Kratos looking like he doesn't want to go home to see the
No, Black Kratos pulling the trigger at exactly the right time there. Lovely stuff. Oh, he doesn't manage to punish the old whiff there.
Okay, again, this is going to cause a breakaway surely.
Now Black Kratos without any defensive bar. Gonna hurt. Oh no, he drops it. Joker, everything he does just puts him back at neutral. And his choices all start again. Super, super good character. But Jackie as well, super good character.
G doing really well just to keep that pressure on Joker, keeping him in the corner, fights his way out eventually. Here's the breakaway. Ooh, and the hyper connects his
there
line.
it is. There it is.
437 damage.
437, that is savage.
Oh, and now it's coming. Joker just says, you know what, enough clowning around. Let's just forward 1-4 into the fatal blow, and Charlesable takes it by 3 games to 1. We're going to see some sort of funny fatality, brutality. No, just a walk down.
A stage fatality? Surely. Come on.
Oh.
Stage fatality? Surely.
Yep. Stage fatality indeed. And Charlesable making a statement here saying, you know what, this is in fact the calm before the Salt series. I don't know why I haven't seen too many brutalities, fatalities this evening. This is how it's supposed to be done, guys. At the expense of Black Kratos.
Squashing Jackie Briggs with Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
I would actually throw Jackie Briggs on the Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance instead, because in my opinion it's one of the most silly Mortal Kombat games.
Which one?
The entire 3D era, in fact, it just didn't do it.
Yeah, no, look, I did play them simply because I love the Mortal Kombat lore. Was Deadly Alliance, was that Shujinko's first appearance?
No, that was
Deception.
That was
Deception. I really enjoyed that one because of the conquest mode, which sort of gave you a lot of insight into the lore and some little tidbits about characters that you might not have known. That was really, really cool. But as far as gameplay is concerned, for a beat 'em up, oh my word, dude, what a clunky piece of crap.
Indeed. Okay, guys, so we've reached the final match.
There goes Kano's Barbie. It's gonna pause itself. There we go. It's paused. But he did cook his meat for a good 10 seconds there.
Yeah, I know, and with that laser beam in his eye, I'm sure that was more than enough. In fact, it might be burnt. Okay, guys, we're into our final match for the evening. The match between AI Killjoy 837 and Cortex 837. We're going to get those invites out now, and hopefully you guys are going to stick around to enjoy the final match of the evening.
Against AI Killjoy and Cortex 837. Jib saying that Deception is the greatest of all time. When did you start playing Mortal Kombat? Yeah, AK Slay's got it right. MK1. No. I've played almost all of them. I skipped some in the 3D era because of what we just spoke about. But my favorite MK, I think, of all time, the one that just has the most nostalgia and just the one that just sort of, I don't know, has just stuck with me from an aesthetic point of view and story, has been MK2. That has been my absolute favorite of all time. We saw Outworld for the first time. You know, everything in MK1 happened sort of in and around Shang Tsung's island, and then we went to Outworld in MK2, and you had the wasteland, and you had the pit, and you had the tower, and it was just super cool. And then of course they introduced the real goat, Shao Kahn, in MK2.
I should have known.
Hashtag make Shao great again.
Okay, so the invitations have gone out to both AI Killjoy as well as Cortex. This is the final match of the evening, guys. First to
Guys,
three, the Khan of Africa against.
when are we going to see the Khan of Africa put his title on the line? We need a bit of an Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury sort of situation here. Put the undisputed championship on the line. MK Trilogy for the win, says Jim Chory. Jim Chory, massive MK3 fan. MK Trilogy, obviously the version of MK3 that just had pretty much all the characters, so that was very cool.
Jingle Staicho has joined the Koth. We are just waiting for the Khan himself to make an appearance as well. And he's made an appearance as I said it. So guys, final
Awesome.
match of the evening. AI Killjoy 837 versus Cortex 837.
J-Word Audio saying that there are always ways of dealing with high-tier characters, exploiting their weaknesses or knowing their counterpicks. Yes, absolutely, dude. That is true.
The Joker.
I also think that, you know, any character that you are comfortable with, unless you're playing at those like super professional levels, there are ways of dealing with high-tier characters with any character. Like, for example, I don't know, a Shao Kahn versus a Jackie Briggs. I'm not uncomfortable with that matchup because I know that most sort of normal players are not going to utilize Jackie Briggs to an S tier level, if you know what I mean. So yeah, there's always ways around certain things, and dude, yeah, if you know the matchup, you're already putting yourself in a good position. But as I'm saying that, we have a match to watch.
We do indeed, and something we haven't seen too often from Killjoy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I have not seen a Garrus pick from him.
Deek Garrus, not just any Garrus. Oh, okay.
Wow. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think that the first boxing glove hit and the second didn't. Did I see that right?
Yeah. Obviously because of that
Oh, the
sand,
close.
that sand that just keeps pulling you back.
Oh, right. Interesting.
Great grab there by AI Cortex.
No, just Cortex.
Sorry, Cortex, you're right. Are we going to see a comeback here from AI Killjoy though? Or is Cortex going to do what he needs to do to close out this first round?
Another tidy Joker on screen.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get the grab. Close it out. Cortex getting game one in this first to three between Cortex and AI Killjoy.
Fight.
Pick up that dragon skull and chuck it. No. Oh, a nice little setup there. Forces the breakaway from Cortex. Nice cancels there by Cortex. Didn't end up doing much for him.
Great scout there by the jump.
Super impressed by Cortex's spacing at the moment. There it is again.
If you don't know this, I know this now. Cortex is an absolute beast with this character. And as I say that, Garrus says, come here, I want to show you my beastly gauntlet. Not going to kill by any stretch of the imagination, but he's going to get us in the life lead surely. Slight life lead, but a life lead nonetheless.
Yeah, still with quite a bit of work to do here though.
Oh, and
They
the
trade.
air goes in favor of AI Cortex. Sorry, favor of Cortex.
Oh guys, Cortex taking game one over Killjoy. He will be very, very pleased with that. Nice little bit of momentum going into game 2. Looked very, very comfortable actually. I think his spacing was sort of on point even when Garrus was throwing out that sand trap. No panic. Just did what he needed to do. Joker, such a strong character in the right hands. Well, in any hands really. I've seen Jokers being played by bad players and still doing very, very well. So this character in the hands of somebody who's really, really comfortable with him, absolute nightmare.
Well, and when you talk about character comfort, Joker is probably synonymous with Cortex. He's just one of these guys who knows the character, understands the character, and does the right things at the right time. As we saw in the first game there against Killjoy, and I mean, taking a game of Killjoy is no mean feat, and something that Cortex is probably quite used to.
Well, that is impressive in its own right, isn't it? Oh, the lag spike. Unfortunately.
Let's just wait for that to disappear. That's fine, it's all gone.
Yeah,
And we're back
consummate,
in action.
consummate professionals, back off. So let's wait for this lag to subside. And here they go again.
That's a punish. And now we've got that little sand thing.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing, yeah.
That thing. That thing that sucks you.
The sand sucker. There we go.
There you go. Official title of the move. There's the grab here.
Down one
Cortex is
interrupts the
going to-
gauntlet and
Oh, and he's sort of so much pushback on all of Joker's moves. A nice little wave dash there, and
well, I wonder if Killjoy
man,
actually
that's
took
low.
this particular variation of Geddes with the knowledge that Cortex was going to go for the Joker pick, because we've seen it happen on a few occasions now that the Kapow
yeah,
just doesn't seem to reach when that sand is out.
yeah, that's a good point. I definitely think that's something that Mr. Killjoy would have the brain power to think of. Got a very, very high Mortal Kombat IQ. Probably has plans for every character in every situation.
Well, I can tell you, after my recent spell on stream with my bug lady, I then got hold of Killjoy to ask him to, have a couple of games and just, tighten up my Devourer. And I promise you, I didn't get one game. It was just impossible.
Yeah, that's how I felt against AK Slavers now.
It happens.
It does. It does. It's painful, but it
Nice
happens.
combo there from Cortex, and just like that, with 39 seconds remaining on the clock, started at 1 round apiece in this game number 2, already having established a 1-0 lead in games. Puts himself in a great position to actually establish a 2-0 lead. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. 313 combo in the corner. No crushing though there.
Yeah, still got himself a decent little life lead here. Garrus can melt it though. Oh, lovely work there. Gets in. Has got Garrus in the corner here and is throwing out all sorts of Joker shenanigans. Ouch! Gets a boxing glove to the ball in his big beak.
Geddes obviously taking it quite personally and slamming Joker onto the floor. One grab. Puts Joker in the corner here. Still has a bit of work to do. Does Geddes. Ooh, that is such awareness of mind. He saw the Jack in the Box lift off and just thought, you know what, that's in the range. Let's pull the trigger.
Oh, he chucks him with a grenade.
Oh, and I think this is going
or
to
a
do
lamp.
it. Are we going to see a brutality on the Salt series? No, we are not.
No.
Because it's not the Salt series.
Yeah,
It's
but
the
I,
before.
yeah, no, but I also don't think that you brutality Killjoy before the game is over.
Good point. That is a good point indeed. Are we going to see Killjoy stick to... Now, I do know that we don't often see Killjoy swapping characters midstream.
Yeah.
Normally he makes a commitment to a character, he sticks to the character, and he really tests himself. And I don't think any of these games have been kind of walkovers. They've been fairly close.
No, I think that we're seeing both guys who are displaying very high MK IQ, and Cortex has just managed to sort of edge him out and do the right things at the right time. Very, very impressed by Cortex's play at this stage. And as you said, Killjoy goes straight back to Garrus. Thinks about it for a while, but sticks to his guns.
Special forces.
Multiple saying these two are epic. Dude, they are epic. They are definitely displaying one hell of a match for us in this last first to three of this stream.
Law in chat saying his former teammates fighting sad boy hours. Big screen, big screen.
I'm not even sure what that means, but it's cool. Oh, lovely counter there. Don't force the breakaway. AI Killjoy still with all his resources intact. Lovely. Nice little command grab there. Reversal counter. Teleport. Sand clone teleport. Oh, just misses that low.
Okay, Garrus playing the Garrus game now. Just backing away, putting out sand clones, sand traps.
Yep, definitely playing a little bit more keep away. And as I say that, he goes in for the throw and gets pummeled by Joker.
Oh, and I think this is going to do it. This is going to do it. Yeah, it's match point for Cortex.
Match point for Cortex, and if he gets this, he's looking at a 3-0 win. So who's your money on for this one? Seawolf?
I would have liked you to kind of ask me that at the very beginning, because I would have probably said Killjoy, but I don't think we're saying anything else now. So I'm going to say Killjoy because that would have been my initial thought. But Cortex just looking absolutely ridiculous in this matchup.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you just find your flow, and it looks like Cortex has.
He's in Beyonce mode. That's what we call it. He's in Beyonce mode right now.
Yeah. Guys, that is what it is called when you are feeling yourself.
402 damage there from Killjoy though.
Beyonce mode.
Just yet the air trade.
Not just yet. Oh, he manages to land the fatal blow, and that is going to give him the round.
Now, what's really clever about that particular move is that he's triggered from max distance. So if it were blocked, there's nothing that Joker can really do to punish that.
Very clever play. Very, very clever play. Well, as it stands, he's managed to... Oh, that is a... Nice little... That's a projectile parry, isn't it?
It's projectile immune when you get the... Yeah, absolutely.
That thing.
That thing.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people use that.
Ooh, flawless block coming through there from Cortex.
Oopsie.
Lag spike.
Okay, it's subsided. And just to land the grab there.
Oh, that's a crushing blow there, and this is going to hurt.
Oh, this is going to hurt a lot. He's got no breakaway.
73 damage.
And no crushing blow. I mean, no fatal blow.
Okay. Easy able to turn this around here. Killjoy gets hit by the down 4.
Cortex just crouch blocking. Oh! Just as he decides not to crouch block, he gets caught with
another down 4 connects. So close.
Oh! Oh, he forces the breakaway. He's lucky he had that resource. Oh, come on, grab. Guys, this is down to the wire.
Oh, and the forward 2 connects. And Killjoy has gone down to his former teammate by 3 games to 0. Are we going to see some teabags? No, we're going to see a fatal blow.
Well, guys.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I am somewhat surprised by that result. But not completely surprised because Killjoy can go to, no, well, let me put it this way rather. Cortex is capable of doing what you just see now.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm going to agree with you and say that what I am surprised about is the 3-0. Not necessarily surprised that Cortex managed to take that, but 3-0 is not something that you see very often. And yes, all credit to Cortex. He played out of his skin there. Obviously found his inner Beyonce.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
was amazing. That was amazing stuff.
Well, absolutely. And I wonder if that's going to be the start of some salt between the two, because as we know, they are former teammates, no longer teammates now, both residing from Zambia. And I think the 3-0 might just hurt Killjoy a bit. Might just hurt Killjoy to a point where he's going to want a run back.
I would imagine so.
And, you know, if he still has anything to go by, Charlie Wolf Gaming will definitely oblige if such a request does come through. Cortex 837 playing out of his skull, taking a 3-0 over AI Killjoy 837. Guys, that has been likely seasons.
That is likely season, guys. The calm before the Salt series. So, which obviously, you know, the next thing from Charlie Wolf Gaming is what, Sue?
Well, there's quite a few things lined up. The Salt series is obviously going to start as soon as possible. As soon as possible being next week, Thursday. So if you are interested in taking part in the Salt series, please DM either myself or Brian Luke on Twitter. Alternatively, get hold of us on our WhatsApps, and we'll put it together for you guys. Salt series normally 1st to 5s, maximum of 3 matches per evening.
Yeah.
So first come, first serve. If you've got salt that needs to be settled,
yeah, you know what would be nice?
Maybe it's come or stemmed from tonight. We might see Rising Nachi say, you know, he wants a crack back at Timeless Dawn. We might see Panda saying, you know what, Z the Janitor, I'm not going to leave it at that. I want to crack at you. Dominic J5000 might want to crack at the guy who knocked into the network tower. You know, anything is possible in the Salt series.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, you know what might be cool if you do ask for a Salt series matchup? Give us a little bit of history. The history of the Warriors. Why the Salt? So we can chat about it on stream, hype it up, make it cool.
Checkmate, I have to read this out. This comment from Checkmate saying, that is your Khan of Africa? Bruh, just pass the crown here, please. Thanks.
Well, hopefully
Checkmate, we are all waiting in
days.
anticipation for your PS5 days to start, so that we can get you on Charlie Wolf Gaming, we can get you on FGC Africa, and you can ultimately get a chance to put your money where your mouth is.
Well, I will give him one piece of advice, and I have given it to him personally. When he does manage to get that PS5, take your time to get used to the controller, because Xbox, PlayStation, different beasts.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is why I was dropping combo, J-Word, because the PlayStation controller. That is my excuse for sticking to it.
Guys, thank you for joining us. This evening has been absolutely fantastic. We've seen 5 stellar games tonight. Luna Panda Bear going down 3-2 to Z the Janitor. The game between Meineke and Dominic J5000 was postponed. Timeless Dawn going up against Rising Nachi. Timeless Dawn taking that by 3 games to 2. AK Slay against Lino. AK Slay taking that by 3 games to 0.
What?
Sheldable
What? What?
versus Black Kratos 957. Sheldable taking it by 3 games to 1. And then to end off the evening, guys, Cortex 837 3-0 victory over the Khan of Africa, AI Killjoy 837. This has been absolutely fantastic, guys. Looking forward to seeing you and all your salt levels next week, Thursday. Do not forget, we are going to see the appearance of our very own MSI Lazy Shaker.
What?
He's back
Oh.
in 2021 and he's here to shake some serious salt like you've never seen before. Guys,
Dude, for a moment I thought you were saying that Lazy Gamer was going to appear on stream. Dude, I would pay the oak money. Anyways, Lazy Shaker it is, guys.
Lazy Shaker is going to be making his long-awaited return. As Jivan says, he's got salt with Charlie Wolf. That's been the case since forever, Jivan. It's been the case since forever. And
I'm not even sure we believe you anymore, dude.
Yeah, no, for sure. And especially with about 5 stream appearances for you to have an opportunity. And didn't take it.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just focus on you versus Ngoni for now.
In the money match.
In the money match, which is coming to you guys soon. Please keep an eye out on the socials for what's happening on Charlie Wolf Gaming. But for now, guys, it is 5 to 10. We're just about done. Any closing thoughts from you, Blino?
No, dude. I just think that we saw some really, really cool matches, and I'm just looking forward to Salt Series and everything that follows thereafter, dude. I think that we are in a very, very cool place, and yeah, sky's the limit at this point. Charlie Wolf Gaming. Keep your eyes on Charlie Wolf Gaming, folks.
And then one last question. Match of the evening for you?
AK Slave versus Blino. No. I think match of the evening for me was Timeless Dawn versus Rising Nachi.
Okay.
Or possibly even Panda Bear versus the Janitor. I think that those two are both very, very cool matches that we saw. I like the Timeless Dawn versus Rising Nachi because of I just enjoyed the characters that we saw on screen, and Luna Panda Bear versus the Janitor was just one of those down to the wire fucking this is how the stream starts kind of games.
Yeah, that was
cool.
actually fitting for a grand final.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was my favorite match for the evening. The most surprising match was the last one we saw, Cortex 3-0 over Killjoy. Yeah, Cortex is going to have a wonderful night's sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Killjoy, he must be thinking about those salt levels right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Alright, that's it
All
from
right.
our side, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget, at Brian Look on Twitter, BRYANLOOK, or follow myself at Charlie Wolf GAM1 for all things MK11 and stream related. Give us a follow.
Yeah, do that.
Thanks, guys. We'll
Thank
see
you,
you guys next time.
Cheers, everybody.
Nazi.
Nachi.